turned 18, I discovered the truth about the world. Nothing's what you thought it was. No one's who you thought they were.
So, The Mortal Instruments, our show Shadowhunters, follows the story of Clary Fray, who is a very headstrong, short, stubborn, red-headed art student living in Brooklyn with her mother and her best friend Simon, who's an accounting student at NYU.
I play the character Simon Lewis, who is Clary Fray's best friend. They've been best friends since they were 6 or 8 years old. She moved in next door, and immediately they were inseparable, and they've been this way until her 18th birthday, when the shadow world suddenly becomes apparent to her and she can see it.
She starts to see things and remember things, and it's very disorienting and very confusing. And just when her life seems to start to be going in the direction she's worked so hard for, it all comes crashing down.
So Jace Wayland is a young, very talented soldier known as Shadowhunters.
Alec is a Shadowhunter who is partially in charge, along with his sister and Jace Wayland, his adoptive brother and Parabatai being a very close bond between two Shadowhunters.
Well, Isabelle Lightwood is a Shadowhunter. She is half human, half angel.
They run the Institute together in their parents' absence. And the Institute and all these Shadowhunters are hunting these demons who are interdimensional beings. And they are also protecting the existence of downworlders, which are a collection of fantastical creatures such as werewolves and vampires and seelies, which are kind of like a elf-like creature.
Magnus Bane is the High Warlock of Brooklyn that is over 400 years old. And a warlock is basically a demon and half human. And basically there's the shadow world, which basically shadow hunters are there to protect the world from demons entering into our universe.
Luke Garraway is, in the TV series, is a detective. He's still a very, very close, kind of has a paternal influence on Clary, and he also still has that secret that most of the book fans know, and those who don't know will find out eventually toward the middle of the season.
Cassie came in, she visited the set, but she let us, for the most part, she lets us work with it. She seems to trust what we're gonna do with the characters.
The first time I met her, I could tell that she kind of did that thing where she was like, so you're Simon now. But right away I knew that she was like, I see it. And she was very friendly, and I think that was important for me to get the okay from her, who created Simon and created this world.
She's really excited to kind of see it bring to life. I think any author would. And I think Magnus is one of her favorites, so it's scary for me because I want to do it justice, and that's the most important thing. So I think she was really confident in us being able to pull from the books and also kind of pull our own interpretation as well.
Cassie and I definitely talked at length about Clary when she was here because, when I have the author here, I'm definitely going to pick her brain and get as much insight as I can. Yes, we are our own interpretation, but for me as an actor, it's nice to have as much information as possible and to really see what she was thinking about and who this girl is, before I even get started. And it was really beneficial to get to chat with her and really gave me a little confidence to know that I was heading in the right direction and that I didn't have too much to worry about in that what fans would think of the show.
It's nice to kind of speak to the original brainchild about these stories and to know where they all come from and where they evolved from and who they are and their history and their kind of past and how that evolved into their present. But again, we're doing this new kind of version, this new exciting TV show version of this world. So as much as I would kind of refer to Cassie and her writing in this, I refer as much to kind of Ed Decter and Michael Reese and the other amazing writers we have on the show.
Hey, can you watch where you're going?
You can see me? I think for us it's very important that we keep sort of vaguely true to the story that's in the books, that we keep the kind of structure, but the way we get to those different places is different. And I think it's important that we keep it fresh. It's important for us as actors, it's important for the audience, it's important for everyone that this is a new story, a new version of this world that nobody's kind of experienced before.
There's a lot of surprises. I mean, Cassandra Clare created a wonderful story and wonderful characters, and we're going to go more in depth. There's going to be twists and turns, and it's going to keep the fans on their feet. And Isabelle's going to go through a lot of changes. She has several characters she gets to play, so that's something that the fans don't know, and that's something that's not in the books. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth to everything.
Right off the bat, I think a lot of Luke's history is changed a little bit, but just so fans know, he's still Luke at his core, you know. But that's a little different. That'll be kind of maybe a little different for the fans. Also, you'll be introduced to a couple characters sooner than you would in the books, and I think with the TV show we've done a very nice job of kind of like blending the two worlds, like giving you characters that are maybe not in the first book. We give you them a little sooner, and we justify it within the TV world. So, and I think the fans will really like that.
I think that fans are going to find that the world that is created on the show heightens the experience of the book. Rather than deviating from the storyline, we're really building upon it and providing new things for people to be interested in, at the same time providing more context for events, and really, I think, building on what everyone's so excited about.
There are a lot of surprises, actually. You know, one thing that we're definitely attempting to do with this show is to use Cassie's books and the world that she created as our basis, and definitely take our own perspective and our own new take on this world and on this story. We're still having the same beloved characters. We still get from point A to point B. I'm a huge fan of the books, so I can vouch and say that fans have nothing to worry about. We're very conscientious of the fact that, you know, these books are beloved to people, and we really do want to do justice to the story. So we still, we have elements that will keep people entertained, whether you are new to the Shadow world and will keep you guessing and keep you interested and intrigued, or if you know the books cover to cover. We still have a few twists and surprises that you may not be expecting.
It's a revolution.
Shadowhunters premieres Tuesday, January 12th on ABC Family, soon to be Freeform.